So apparently there's a disagreement over the Spider-Man 4 plot. The Kang Dynasty plan that Jeff Loveness had has been revealed, and also the reason why he got fired too. And the search for Supergirl is narrowing down. Let's dive in, y'all. So according to insider Daniel RPK, there's a little disagreement going on with the Spider-Man 4 plot. Apparently on one end, Kevin Feige and Spider-Man actor Tom Holland want Spider-Man 4 to be a more grounded take on Spider-Man. I'm assuming this is the Spider-Man rumors we're hearing going around about a street team Spider-Man where he will lead the Marvel Netflix team and take down Kingpin with them. I would love this plot. I think this is a plot that a lot of people want, or maybe they're talking about something even tighter where it focuses more on Tom Holland's Spider-Man and on that street level Spider-Man, getting him in Queens, getting him taken on the streets. That is ultimately the Spider-Man I would love to see. The other half of it is Sony apparently has a plan for Spider-Man 4 as well, and they want to do another multiverse take with Tom, Tobey, and Andrew. Listen, I love No Way Home. It was a blast. I've seen it over 20 times and I love the film. Every time I saw it in theaters, there was a huge grin on my face every single time Tobey and Andrew were revealed. However, I think that was a really fun lightning in a bottle style moment, and I don't think that lightning strikes twice. So while there was a really big amount of magic around that moment and leading up to the reveal of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back, if you do it again, it cancels out all that fun and charm with the two of them appearing in No Way Home. It then just becomes movie 3 out of 4 and they appear in the 4th one again, as opposed to if you had a grounded take on Spider-Man that was either character focused or led up to a street team level Avengers. I would love to see that on screen and see a Spider-Man movie that feels different than the 3 that we've got in Tom Holland's trilogy. Put this guy back in Queens, get him on the streets. I think, honestly, I like the idea that Kevin and Tom have, and I have no sources on this, it's just a guess, but I think that Sony really wants to build up to their own Sinister Six universe and take that universe and blend it into Tom Holland Spider-Man, and I don't know that I want Morbius running around in the MCU, so I would love for them to put it in the hands of Kevin Feige and Tom Holland. I mean, it's already worked 3 times, right? So what could go wrong with the 4th one? This next one, guys, is another report from Daniel RPK, and guys, we got to talk about this one because woo-wee, it's talking about why Jeff Loveness was fired and the plan that he had for Kang Dynasty. So according to insider Daniel RPK, Jeff Loveness was supposedly fired from Avengers the Kang Dynasty after the negative reactions from Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which, as we know, did not do well critically, was mild at the box office at best. It was also nominated for Razzies. Now, I don't put too much on the Razzies, but still, just to be on that lineup is quite rough. Due to those negative reactions, Marvel decided to part ways with him on Avengers the Kang Dynasty. But here is the plan, and this is according to Daniel RPK, that he had for Avengers the Kang Dynasty. And the plan and plot that Jeff Loveness had for Avengers the Kang Dynasty was to reportedly gather all leads of the Multiverse Saga, except for Thor, and I'm not entirely sure why, to fight against Kang variants on Earth. The film would have felt grounded and not involve too many multiversal elements. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Listen, I don't know if this is true or not. However, I don't hate the sound of this. I do like the sound of Avengers teaming up to take on different Kang variants. I don't know how you make it grounded and not involve the multiverse though in a plan like that. It seems like the multiverse would take a center stage with the different variants of Kang, so I'm not entirely sure how it would have been grounded, but still included variants of Kang fighting on different leaders in the Multiverse Saga. So I'm not entirely sure where they were leading up to that, but it sounds like that would have been the first part out of the 2, of course, with the last Avengers 6 film being the second parter, and maybe they beat the Kangs and the Ultimate Kang would have come out. I'm not entirely sure, but Jeff Loveness got fired, y'all, and I will admit, after Quantumania, I just think maybe it wasn't quite a match made in heaven. I don't want to bash on writers or bash on creatives here on this channel, but I will admit I wasn't a huge fan of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. My reviews on this channel of it, I was quite disappointed. However, sounds like Marvel was too and decided to part ways. You guys let me know what you think about that plot though, because I'm a little mixed on it. I like the sound of it, but it almost sounds like Infinity War, but instead of uniting to fight Thanos, they're just fighting different variants of Kang. Who knows where Marvel is gonna go with Kang the Conqueror? Of course, as we know, Jonathan Majors is out on the role. Rumors were circulating that Coleman Domingo might be in talks to be in the discussion. I would love to see Coleman Domingo as Kang the Conqueror. I think that would be a match made in heaven. Oscar-nominated Coleman Domingo would be phenomenal for the role of Kang the Conqueror, okay? But we'll have to wait and see what Marvel's plan is. Maybe they're going to go with another villain. Maybe they're going to continue on with Kang the Conqueror. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see for the update. And of course, once we get it, I will be sure to let you guys know in a video. And last but not least, an update on the Supergirl casting, guys. There were talks about casting going around for Supergirl, and the 4 actresses that were apparently being looked at for the role were Millie Alcock, Meg Donnelly, Amelia Jones, and Kaylee Spaney. Now, it's been narrowed down apparently to 2, and that's Millie Alcock and Meg Donnelly. Millie Alcock is known for her role as Rhaenyra Targaryen on House of the Dragon, and guys, Rhaenyra, listen, I've been the need for 2 queens only, and that's Rhaenyra and Daenerys Targaryen up to season 7 because season 8 was a mess. But y'all, I would love to see Millie Alcock in the role, and Meg Donnelly would also be another great addition because Meg Donnelly voiced the character in various versions of the DC animated movies. So I would be down for either scenario. I think both of them are great choices, but if I had to pick, I think I would go with Millie Alcock, y'all. Now, as we know, Supergirl is going to play a big role in James Gunn's DC universe. She's going to appear first in Superman Legacy and then go on to star in her own film, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. And according to Gunn earlier in his video from last year talking about the DCU, Superman is a guy sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, where Supergirl in this story, she is a character raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way, so she's a much more jaded character. I think that's perfect for Millie Alcock, but you guys gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. The name is Leo Rydell. And if you like news on the latest in the MCU, DCU, and more, be sure to follow me on social media platforms, y'all. I am sharing news all throughout the day on X, Threads, community tab here on YouTube, and even on Blue Sky as well. So go ahead and follow me there at Geekly Goods, and we'll see y'all next time on Geekly Goods.